As you guys can see, I am not at school today. I do know that there were a few issues with the homework, particularly at the end. I got some emails, and I'm also looking at the report, and there were just a few things that I wanted to go over. I'll go over problems 14, 15, and 18 with you in this video. So if you got all these right, you can just skip to the next set of instructions. But if you didn't, make sure that you watch this and write this down so that you know what to do moving forward. So number 14 was a little bizarre because the points, so this is 14, points were 0, 5, and negative 1.51. And what probably threw some of you guys off was the slope, because we typically are dealing with whole numbers or integers, and this time they gave us a decimal value as an ordered pair. But we can approach it the same way. I will label points, no, not y2, x2, and x1. Oh my gosh, it's late, so I'm making mistakes. Let me make sure I label these right. x1, y1, x2, y2. Perfect. So 1 minus 5 over negative 1.5 minus 0. So what you get is negative 4 over negative 1.5. So if you wrote your answer, there's a couple ways that I think Big Ideas will actually accept an answer. One of them is your slope being 4 over, not negative, positive. I cannot do math past 8 o'clock, so that's why I'm making so many mistakes. 4 over 1.5, if you wrote that in as your slope, so your point is this point right here is the one that gives you the y-intercept, but b is 5. So if you wrote your answer as 4 over 1.5x plus 5, it accepts this answer. Another acceptable answer, potentially, let's see what that is if we divide 4 divided by 1.5. Okay, so the problem with doing this, and I'm looking at some of the responses, and they were really close, is that when you do this division, what you get is if you do 4 divided by 1.5, you get 2.6 repeating, or 0.67. If you put 2.6 in as your slope, then that's actually not this number. You can't round it. So really the answer they're probably looking for actually is this one, which again seems bizarre, but that's 4 over 1.5 is exact, and 2.67 or any 2.6 or 2.67 or even 2.7, that's rounding, and so it's not quite right. So that's 14. Then the next one I said I was going to do is 15. These were the function values. This was the start of the function value problems. So if you're given f of 0 equals 2 and f of 2 is equal to 4, you got to get the ordered pairs from that. So remember, this is your x and this is your y. So 0, 2, and 2, 4. In other words, what this means, this particular ordered pair, when x is 2, y is 4. That's what that means in words. So you can get the ordered pair from that. Then it's calculating the slope. x2, y2, so 4 minus 2 over 2 minus 0, which is 2 over 2, which is 1. And the y-intercept is 2. Remember, it's the y value when x is 0. So we have to be looking at this ordered pair. So y equals 1x plus 2. If you wrote your answer like that, it would be a big idea, should accept it. Otherwise, you could write it, you don't have to write the 1 there. Oh, and in fact, actually, the way that I think I mentioned it in the video, these are function values, so it should be f of x is equal to x plus 2. But in big ideas, f of x, the f of x portion is already there. So the only thing you're typing in is the right side. And I think the same goes for the previous problem. I think all you're typing in is this side. Then last one I said I would do is 18. So we are given a table. X and f of x, and we're actually given 3 ordered pairs. And we need to write the linear function. So we pick any 2 ordered pairs to calculate the slope. It doesn't matter which ones. So maybe you used these 2. Maybe your neighbor used these 2. And those are the 2 I'm going to use. So we have to stay consistent with our labeling. If this one's going to be x1, then the negative 2 has to be y1. The y1 can't be, I can't make that be negative 1 or 0. It has to be, since negative 4 is my x1, then negative 2 has to be my y1. And so I'll say that 0, 0 is x2 and y2. So then calculating the slope, it's going to be 0 minus negative 2. So be really careful with that. It's y2 minus y1. So we'll have a double negative, which I'll simplify in a moment. And then 0 minus negative 4. 2 negatives together make a plus. So that's 2 over 4, or 1/2. So that's your slope. Your y-intercept is the y value when x is 0. So when x is 0 is this ordered pair right here. And that's my y value. So b is 0. So the function is f of x is equal to 1/2 x plus 0, or just 1/2 x. And what it was looking for was, that's what you type in, because f of x again is already in the answer. So those are all those are the main issues that I saw on the homework. Hopefully this helps with other problems. If you haven't finished that homework assignment, finish that up before you move on to the next topic.